Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be here again.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been about a week since we last heard from you guys.
Yeah, and it's the Easter holidays. Happy Easter to everyone that's listening to this podcast. Happy Easter Monday. Today is Easter Monday, right?
Today's Easter Monday. Happy Ramadan Kareem as well. Since the last week, they've started Ramadan since we last spoke to them.
Like 2 weeks ago. Ramadan started since it's been like 15 days or so.
It's your fault for not remembering. Duh. Anyways, Sugar, how was your week?
Well, how was my week? I just spent the whole week trying to keep calm from the excitement for these public holidays so I can rest. So yeah, it was just chill, sha. Nothing much. Although I went for like a concert on Friday, which you refused to come for because you were cooking.
Excuse me, you did not tell me about the concert. You did not score me tickets on time.
I had
I'm
tickets.
not responsible for, like, you cannot tell me. You didn't even tell me about it. I saw it on your Insta story. So if I didn't see it on your Insta story, like, what would have happened?
Yeah, and then the day before, you were like, you wanted to go to Doxology, and I was like, okay, let me find out if I was supposed to use the ticket I had, or because maybe I am an esteemed member, you know.
Esteemed member of what?
I don't need a ticket.
Esteemed member of what?
Of the choir.
Not be only esteemed, they're grilled. Really.
Anyway, so I found that I didn't need the tickets. I even found out that a lot of us didn't even get the tickets. So I was like, okay, let me give mine out. And then I called you. I said you were cooking. I couldn't come. I thought it was on
because
Saturday.
I thought it was on Saturday, in all fairness.
You saw the flyer now. You saw the date.
I just assumed it was on Saturday.
Oh, sorry.
It makes more sense for it to be on Saturday.
You sure missed.
Whatever. Anyways, I had a decent week. A lot of work, but like a pretty okay week. And yeah, I had a pretty okay week. Nothing special, nothing really out of the ordinary, just vibes, I guess. Anyways, welcome to this week's episode of the Unseriously Speaking podcast.
You're welcome.
Not you.
Thank you for tuning in.
Anyways, we're going to be talking about the Nigerian parenting dynamic this week. And to kind of help us talk, this is actually a very chaotic topic. So we couldn't do it alone because I have sense, obviously, but Sugar is just out there. So we needed someone.
Can you imagine just insulting my intelligence? I will show you.
It's not like we invited a guest that has sense. So we invited a guest to balance it out. It's not like we invited the brightest person. So I apologize for time.
Emeka, sorry.
We have a guest. I will allow the guest to introduce themselves.
I've suffered. Anyway, hi guys. I'm Emeka. I've known Oma since I guess we've been kids.
Have you ever called me Oma in your life? How did that feel?
Felt weird actually, I won't even lie. But anyway, tech bro, what else? I started a startup last year. What else? And you're mad for saying that I'm not the brightest person out there because I'm the smartest person you know.
This is the sugar daddy of Abuja, by the way. So anyway you see him, I'll post this picture. So anyway you see him, Billy Michelle is be able to give you 200k roughly on a bad deal.
As per tech startup, tech
of
CEO,
course, CFO, CMO, GMO, CEO, and the rest.
Silicon Valley boss.
It's when you build me and then I start running. That's when that shit just got real.
if you run, take his watch. I'm giving you hints now.
Anyway, guys, I'm glad to be here on your Seriously Speaking podcast. And I actually have personal experience on this whole Nigerian parenting dynamic thing because trust me, I've seen a lot of shit.
Before we dive into it, I specifically chose a guest that has been, traumatized by Nigerian parents. But before we dive into that, Emeka, how was your week?
My week was good. It was my birthday last week, right?
Yes.
And I went to work on my birthday and you said that was weird. How was that weird?
Because you're a strip club type of person on a normal day, so hearing that you went to work on your birthday was a little weird.
People should believe anything that she says. I'm a God-fearing money focused, God focused man. I'm a Christian loving human. Please.
If you listen to this podcast and then you decide that you like Emeka and you want to go and check him out on social media, I'm sorry for your life. I feel you'll be quite unfortunate. This is not relationship material.
I'm husband material. Please, any single young ladies out there looking to get married, please.
I can assure you that this man is not ready to get married. Please
This
don't.
man is not even faithful to anything. As a matter of fact, we should have invited him for the Ashawo edition of this thing because this is just a prostitute here.
Please don't. How we have an Ashawo edition? There's no Ashawo in this podcast, please.
There is Ashawo edition. We literally invited an Ashawo to our podcast. Yes.
But this is not Ashawo edition.
But like we should have invited him for the Ashawo edition.
I don't know what this
Planned an
standard
Ashawo.
is, but you guys should not believe anything that these girls are saying, Sha, because I'm a God-fearing virgin, keeping myself from my wife.
What?
Yeah.
Please, there's an extent we can lie to on this podcast. We don't lie. We don't lie with provoke.
If Emeka
Yes,
is a
sir.
virgin, I'm 7 foot tall, so take it. And I'm, as a matter of fact, I'm Kobe Bryant's first daughter.
And I'm Obama's first daughter.
Exactly. Since we're all lying, things that can never happen.
I don't know why you guys just chose to tell lies about me. I don't know where you guys got the idea.
I told you we don't lie on this podcast.
You actually do, because for you to say that I'm a prostitute, I mean, come on, guys. Like,
Emeka, what's your body count?
sorry.
Tonique, you cannot tell the audience anymore.
This guy just said he's a virgin. I asked him for body count.
Exactly.
And he was lying,
Zero,
but then
zero,
he's
zero.
going to follow the lie through to the end.
But actually, I've never actually, like, my body count is 0. Still wait for that perfect
Emeka,
woman.
say Jesus.
Jesus.
So we are using Jesus to say your body count is 0.
No, but for real. I've actually never, like, had anything.
It's like you want your startup to crumble.
It's not possible.
Better
God,
talk the truth.
God
So God's
forbid.
name to lie.
God forbid. We're going to be next Google anyway. You guys should watch out for us.
Yes, sir.
Amen. Please, I'm here to eat Emeka's money till thy kingdom come. So please don't be the next Google, so I can quit my job. I beg. Normally. You won't fund my lifestyle. Is that why you're laughing, Emeka?
No. I never said that. I said I'll fund your lifestyle and Chigo's lifestyle.
Coming from the virgin there, you want to fund the lifestyle of 2 different women. Congratulations, guys.
I'm here for it. As far as money is coming out.
Please, I'm not in any weird sister wife type of. I'm out.
No, God said we should do unto others what we want to be done unto us.
I beg, I refuse to be sidetracked. Today's topic is Nigerian parents and not Emeka's weird sexual, like, Ashawo lifestyle. Please, this is not what we're here for.
Full disclaimer, I'm not an Ashawo. I'm a God-fearing, loving, husband material ready man. Please.
Full disclaimer, if you listen to this podcast and you decide to find out by yourself, anything you find out, please find out in peace. Don't come and tell us and don't give us feedback. Find out and keep it to yourself. Thank you. Anyways, so today we're discussing the Nigerian parenting dynamic. And this is actually like a very loaded topic because there's so many layers to it. But we're going to start off with the good before we go into the bad. And the bad, there's no bad because Nigerian parents are either good or they're extremely ugly. They don't have middle ground. So we're just going to start off with the good. Chigo. Hi.
I'm around.
Wink. So, like growing up in a Nigerian home, I feel like the most prevalent thing and one of the most important things that we're raised with is respect for elders.
Yeah.
Regardless of like the situation, you are told, even when the elder is doing like rubbish.
That's the weird part because I feel like everybody should be respectful to everybody. It doesn't like behave yourself. You can't expect me to respect you when you're acting out.
And I feel like this whole respecting of elders thing has led to so many other, like, the repercussion. I feel like the bad side is way worse than the good. Like, there's more bad to it than good. Because when you, quote unquote, respect your elders and you're not able to question your elders, that's when they're able to do certain stuff that you can't tell anybody about because, quote unquote, they're your elders. They're supposed to know better. I know, like, people who have been abused by elders that they're supposed to respect because you can't question your elders and things like that.
Yeah.
Personally, I believe that as an elder, if you do anyhow, you should normally
See anyhow.
anyhow.
Period.
Fuck and find out. Like I feel like it should always, like the ratio should always add up. 2 times 2 must always be 4. Me, I'm not a fan of like.
Yeah, because you cannot come and be treating me anyhow and expect me to keep quiet. Like, my aunt is so shaky. They used to feel like, oh, they.
I'm sorry.
But wait, can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
What's the worst thing your parents have ever told you before?
Ha.
That actually made you think like, are you sure these guys actually gave birth to me? Like, are you sure these are really my parents?
Okay, for me, yeah, I can't, like, off the top of my head, I can't remember. This was like a very random question, but the only thing I can remember that really hurt me, I was like, yeah, there's kind of like a preferential treatment here, was when anytime maybe I did something bad, my mom would come and now start. Not even something bad, maybe something like that my mom does not want, or do you understand? Like she doesn't really vibe with, or something that she didn't want me to do and I went to do it. I should be like, look at your sister. Like that was like her. That was always her go-to response to me. Always like, look at your sister. Your sister is this. Your sister is that. Basically like comparing me to her. Do you understand? So it was really hurtful. And I was like, I wish this man gave birth to me at all, because it seems like she likes this other girl more than me. You know. But anyhow, it's just.
I think that boils down to like favoritism. Nigerian parents always play favorite, and then that also factors in because you are your mother's first child. So technically, you were the practice child.
Hey,
no, that's the truth. I'm my mom's first child. First children are usually like the practice child. So the things that they fail to like with the first child, they implement with the second child. Like my mom and my younger sister are very close and they're very touchy-feely. Like they were very close when we were younger. From the moment like Chimesa was born, they were so close. They were very like touchy-feely with each other. And the easiest way to get anything from my mom when we were young was to go through my sister. So now my mom and I have like sort of a relationship of our own, like a completely different dynamic now, so we're good. But when I was a child, I really did think that my mother like did not like me because I felt like there was a favoritism that came to play. But as an adult, I don't feel like that anymore. Clearly I feel differently because she and I have like a different type of friendship now that she and my younger sister don't have. So I think that one just boils down to like you being the practice baby. Sorry.
That's a weird way to put it.
No, but it is.
Better. But like you said, now that I'm an adult, yeah, it's different. Because I feel like she even likes me more now because she doesn't see me. You know, distance makes the heart grow fonder. Yeah.
And then you need to remember that your mom was kind of really young when she had you.
Yeah.
In all fairness, she was like about your age, I mean.
No, she was older than me.
Yeah, but she was like in her mid-20s. She wasn't like...
Yeah.
She was really young when she had you, so you have to factor that in. So.
But then there's the fact that, okay, me and my sister have a gap of like 4.5 years. But we still grew up together, basically. So because I was maturing very fast, my sister was also maturing very fast. Do you understand? So we're kind of the same at some point, and that was when the comparison started. I was like, what's all this first of all? Like, we cannot be the same person, me and my sister. I think that's what she did not realize.
Understand, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like she was trying to like hurt me or anything. I don't think she knew that those words were hurtful.
Yeah.
But they were. Because I was like, oh, so I can't do anything good in your eye now. But my sister can. And I'm actually happy. I tried very well not to make me resent her, like my sister, because of that. Yeah,
so Emeka, what
you've not answered the question? No?
Emeka has answered. I've answered the question.
It's a lie. You said
you haven't answered the question actually.
I kind of have.
You haven't answered the question. What's the worst thing your mom has told you?
I don't know if I can think of anything that she has told me, because but I used to think like when my mother used to flog me, hey, but I just think my mother was trying to do. I suppose my mother used to flog me is attempted murder. All those things were just attempted murder, death by manslaughter. Because my mom didn't really used to always flog, but when my mother will flog you, you will shall know that you have been flogged at least for the next 6 weeks. your body will be reminding you that you were flogged.
Yeah,
Every time
the
my mom used
flogging
to flog
here
me, I
where
used to feel like, oh, this woman picked me from the dustbin. She didn't even adopt me. Because even if she paid, like, you cannot treat somebody you paid money for, like this Habana. But I think now as an adult, after having dealt with other people's children, I understand. Because children can drive you insane.
yeah.
Children can actually, like, you'll be dealing with children and you'll be questioning your sanity. Like I've had that like happen to me a few times. I want to beat the bejesus out of somebody else's child. So I now and I was a very stubborn child, so I kind of understand my mother's frustration with me as a child. So
Yeah.
I guess that's it. And I don't take the things that my mom says to heart because she's like me. She's very overly emotional when she's angry. Me, when I'm angry, I tend to say the worst things. So I don't take most of the things my mom says to her because I know she loves me. It's just that she's angry, and so it's an in the moment thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't really like work. Sometimes I don't even hear. I'm not even listening. She'll just be talking to me. I'm not even there safe. So, but you, Emeka, you haven't answered the question.
God. Okay. Should I really say this? Okay, so like there was a point in my life, right, where quote unquote I was like the black sheep of the family, you know.
Yes, you still are, baby. Don't.
I've changed. I'm responsible now. Let me finish. So okay, I was like the black sheep of the family, you know. I was following wayward friends in quotes. So my dad came to me one night that I've turned into somebody without any future ambition, blah blah blah. You know the whole talk now. And then I was trying to explain to him because this man knows that as of then, like I was trying to like put my head into like different businesses, see what could come out, like basically like trying to hustle in quotes. And he was like that, like this money you think you're chasing, like it's going to be what kills you in the future. Bro, I literally cried God that statement. Like imagine your dad looking at me that you're going to die because this money you think you're chasing. I was like, what the fuck?
Sorry, this just reminded me of you are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it.
She's a very horrible person. Somebody is pouring out their heart as to how their father broke their heart. Your brain is telling you are a failure.
I'm sorry.
But no, really though. Like last we're all good. Like me and my dad are like besties now because I grew up and then I realized that okay, this man was actually saying a lot of very reasonable shit. I was just like too young and too stubborn to understand where he was coming from.
And the delivery was very poor too.
Yes, I think most of the time Nigerian parents have the absolute best intentions. But it's the way they say the things that they say. And it's the way that they say it that hardens your heart against that information.
Okay. Can I give you guys an example here? Something happened recently because, I came back home. I went to Easter Mass with my parents. And my dad was like, why didn't you sit inside church? I was like, oh, it was hot inside. So I said, let me just stay outside. He was like, you need discipline. You know, at least business you're running, you need discipline. I was like, how does sitting inside church correlate with discipline? Like, I was just so confused.
I understand your father. Please, excuse me, I'm on your daddy's side. You want to stand outside. It's the blessing of Jesus outside the house of God. Excuse me.
No, if you said prayers, right, I can understand prayers, but how does discipline relate with sitting inside church?
It does actually.
It's not. I think your dad is.
What did you come to church for?
To worship God, obviously.
Exactly. Is that what you're doing?
There's a speaker outside. He's hearing the service outside.
From outside.
But he's just standing outside because it's hot.
Yeah, I can practice everything from outside.
Emeka will not participate on the inside still. Emeka will not participate inside. He will not participate.
But the thing is, you're more likely to participate if you're inside. If you're outside, it's like.
But that's the thing. Like, whether you're inside or outside, like, if you don't want to do something, like
you won't do it.
You won't do it. That's just the whole point.
If Emeka will sleep outside the church, Emeka will sleep inside the church. There's no difference. The location doesn't change.
Stop painting me as a bad person. I'm a God-fearing guy.
I've seen you sleep through burial mass. Calm down. I've seen you sleep through burial mass. Just calm down.
That's burial mass.
She's lying.
I would sleep too.
It's not true. Not this burial mass. We're all awake. I just turned back. I saw this one sleeping. They were tapping him to stand up.
She's lying. I was crying. I was shedding tears. I was in pain. I
was weeping.
Emotional.
He was wailing.
Come on. Chelsea, come on now.
Manchester, come on now, baby. Another thing about Nigerian parents that I think like we all can relate on is education. School, elementary.
This one, I have a mouthful.
This month today, me and Chigo nearly ran mad in uni, trying to impress with the results. We nearly ran crazy. And if you went to like a federal university or a state university, you understand that is literally like the actual jungle. Dog eat dog. Like the school is trying to help you fail. The lecturers are actively trying to ensure that you fail. Like then the son is on his own, just doing a complete madness.
I can relate.
And then the courses that try to kill you every day. Remember that time?
100 level first semester, we ran almost every day. We were athletes. Racing, God, I can't.
We're skilled at bending down. Anytime they shoot go like this,
you bend, you run, and the worst part is sometimes you'll be running from one angle, one gate to the other gate, and then you will not see that there are that other gate that you're running to. You will not run back again. I swear, Usain Bolt not to pass me 100 level first semester. If Usain Bolt not to pass me, it was like definitely a chaotic mess.
You guys have seen things.
Shege, Pro Max.
But wait, am I the only person that like, okay, since like after the end of 100 level, right? I just stopped telling my parents about like results, anything. Like, what were results? Like, it was fine, it's okay. Do you have carryover? Yes, 1 or 2. Like, that's where it ends. Because, okay, my school, right, they tried doing this thing where they would send your results to your parents through their email or their phone number. But trust students now, like you put your own number and your own email there. So you don't get how the team won't take past your own circle. So it was really pointless. So I don't know, man. When people say that, oh, my friends are checking on my results. There's no way you can force me to bring out the results if I don't want to bring it up.
I think uni. I used to give like my results every semester in uni. But the pressure to do, like, obviously there was pressure to do well in uni. It was lots of pressure, but compared to secondary school,
good kids.
Secondary school, I like whenever it was time for results, I used to start shaking. Like I would just start shaking because I know that if that result is not giving what it's supposed to give to my mother, that I won't get the end of it for like. And the thing is, you think they've forgotten it. You'll be watching TV, just come and see. Oh, so you can sit down and watch television, but you cannot read biology. You cannot. Man.
Funny enough, here in secondary school, I wasn't really pressured like that in terms of results. I think it was in primary school when my dad was still alive. Man, my dad was giving me hell. And at that point, I went to like a primary school where the teachers used to collect money from parents in order to elevate position. Now, can I see someone that got first position getting something percent in average, like you understand, like their average score would be like something percent, and then they are getting first position, while me that is probably maybe 22nd, that's my position now, but my average be like 90 something percent. That's how it was. They will not change the average because they can't change the average.
That's dumb.
But then they will give you the position your parents want. Like all these rich kids, their parents now, they come and drop money for the teacher, be like, do something.
But what does that? But that's actually quite a very stupid notion.
Like, that's right.
Because even if you're going to repeat a class, they'll use your average.
Imagine coming first and then repeating class.
Exactly. So that time, my dad used to look at my average. And my score is in like different subjects. So in English and math, I must be scoring high because if I score anything less than 90, my dad will ask me if the people that scored more than 90
have two
heads. Exactly.
No, I
will write petition for forgiveness.
Please, I want to ask you a question. Like, what is the worst punishment they gave you as a child? Like flogging? Like, what was just in general, what was the worst punishment?
I think for me, well, the flogging was bad. I won't lie to you. The flogging, especially for my mom. My dad didn't like the flogging. My dad was like, yeah. But I think the one that hurt me the most was one time when I lied to my dad and he found out I lied. This was a general lie, by the way. Everybody in the house lied to my dad that day. But it was me, because I was like his favorite, kind of. So I was like the closest to him. So he took mine personal more than every other person's own. He was quick to forgive my sister. He was quick to forgive my mom. He was quick to forgive every other. But me, I set punishment for that thing. He told me to buy 20 leaves. I should start writing, I'll never lie to my dad. I'll fill up the whole 20 leaves. He said I'm not going to go to school that day. I was finished it before he comes back from work. That's how I started. I thought I reached the middle of the page. And I went to beg. When I came back, and I went to beg him. I said, Daddy, please. I was crying there. Oh, see, that punishment, he didn't beat me, or he didn't do anything, but then it was like, that was the worst punishment I've served, because it pained me. It pained me. Shall forgave me with my middle page writing.
Okay, what about you? What's the worst?
Omega, what is the worst punishment that you've been given as a child? You're on my podcast. I'm not on your podcast.
Okay.
Like, you see, as if he's interviewing us.
I will help
Wait
you.
Calm down.
Wait now. See, you know that when you're the black sheep, right? Like, every day is a holiday. Like, different beatings, different punishments.
Which one was the absolute worst?
Okay, there was this girl, Peggy, in primary school. I can't forget his name.
It's the girl is involved.
No, wait now.
Of course.
Primary school.
In primary school.
Now you see.
Continue.
Okay, so there was this girl, Peggy, in primary school. Yeah, so I used ruler to remove her teeth.
Eh?
Yeah.
Hey,
You use ruler?
I swear, I don't know how it happened. All I know is that we were struggling for the ruler, and the next thing I know, I saw that one of her teeth had removed, and her mom was a teacher in my school then, so she reported to my own mom. My mom literally started beating me from the house. Like, beating me from the house. I remember because we entered the cab, she was beating me in the cab. See, when we came down, I entered the house, she was still beating me. See, when my dad came back, my dad literally had to run and hold her from beating me. Like, as in, do you understand? Like, I was literally, you know when you're crying and then your snot is mixing with your tears, and then everything is just everywhere. You don't even know where to start from. You can't clean yourself up. You don't cry. Your eye don't dry, but something see they come off your eye. You don't know if it's tears. Don't know if it's scatter. Anything. You just now. I'm dead. I'm gone. Then maybe the next one was when my dad caught me smoking. Then
smoking what to be?
You're a bad child.
Start smoking.
Wait,
first of all, remove somebody's teeth.
Wait
now. And then he's smoking.
Wait now. So he caught me smoking. Yeah, that was like my 200 level. Then he refused to send me more in that semester. I swear, like when he was dropping me at school, he was like that. You're just a useless child. This one, that one. That imagine after I caught you, you didn't even apologize to me. I still go to school feeling all high and mighty. Don't worry. Let me see you come with this semester. Man, you come that semester. I swear, I had to beg my older brother like for money, guy. That semester was fucking rough. But when I came back, he was not the one that was forming farms in. I've missed you. I'm like, who is this guy? Like,
which school did you even attend?
Foot Mina, Federal University of Technology, Mina.
We know what Foot Mina is.
Oh,
Calm down.
sorry.
We are literally beside Niger State.
I swear. His boundary. We know where he went to school. Calm down.
Okay, sorry.
Anyways.
For me, worst punishment. I would say both of my mom and my dad. My mom was. There was a time somebody bought me something in church, and my mom has this thing of don't take money from people. This wasn't even a stranger. It was my mother's friend. By the way, my mother's close friend. Still my mother's best friend. One of my mother's best friends to the deal. She saw me in church.
There's nothing like that. Do you know? There's this mantra that Nigerian parents go by. You don't know who is who, even if it's their bestest friend.
But my mother is friends with this person now. So this woman bought me sacramentals in church, and so I now came back now. My mother now said, "Wait." I showed her. She now said, "How come?" I now explained to her. She now told me, "What did I tell you before you went to church?" This woman flogged me at the back of my leg for like 30 minutes. I cried.
Wow.
You know, get person I know ask my mama that day.
Honestly, because they
do,
sometimes they do the weirdest things. You be like, why is this happening?
But I think for me, the worst punishment is always like my dad doesn't hit, my dad doesn't beat. So I pride myself in being like a daddy's girl till I die. So if my father says stuff like, "Oh, I'm disappointed in you," or that's
exactly,
I will cry like as if
exactly.
So I think that for me used to be the worst things, like my dad saying, "Oh, I'm disappointed in you," or like my dad being so upset that he's not hugging me and pampering me, or like I beg, I don't do for that kind of thing.
But you know, I just realized that it's only when you're like older, right, or you become an adult,
Yeah.
that you can really become friends, like actual friends with your parents.
Yeah.
And but then again, something else pisses me off, right? Because definitely it's still Nigerian parents now, so they'll still have one or two times that they'll just mess up and just piss you off. And then like it's not like guy, it's not like I'm like guy, I used to listen to all these things that you did to me from my childhood. And then you're just acting like, oh, this stuff never happened. Like, wow, everything is just so
Fine and
peachy
dandy.
rosy.
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
I think the thing is that I think they expect you as an adult to understand that they did what they thought was best for you.
Yeah.
Because as much as like I think you shouldn't. I think there are better ways of parenting and discipline aside from hitting your child or emotionally abusing them. But they felt like this was the best that they could offer because they were probably offered worse in their own case.
Okay, I get that.
So they thought that this was the best that they can do. So me personally, I'm big on learning. So it's now up to us as future parents, those of you that want to have kids, to unlearn that and not, inflict the same amount of damage that your parents inflicted on you. And moving forward.
And there's something I want to talk about. This controlling attitude that they normally have. Like this controlling attitude that they normally have of, okay, for example, before I went to school, before I entered university, I actually wanted to study music in UNN. That was my
Wait, sorry, did you say
choice.
Music. You say
like music.
You know they fear Jesus, so you want your mother to use her school fees.
Like the
people that study music, they don't have parents. Not that parents that pay for them.
There is a difference. Their parents are usually have buy side money.
Like
that's a lie. I met music students before I started saying that.
How many of them do you know that like are successful and doing well?
I don't. I'm not in touch with them. I don't know.
Who even gauge the house that you came from now? Like there's some kind of
but I'm just saying that was my choice
in that case. I think in that particular one, I can't lie to you. I feel like your parents definitely were protecting you, and your mother did that.
No, calm down. Let me finish this story.
Okay.
So that's what I wanted to do, and then my mom was like, no. First of all, she said one very weird thing. She was like, music is for my people. That's what she said, which is not true. But I think maybe at that time, people like Flavor was reigning. Flavor was kind of crazy then. So, yeah.
Don't forget Terry G.
Terry G, thank you. So
you told your mother you want to go and learn how to do nakabaku.
So that was what painted the whole thing. And I was even telling my mom that these people even call themselves did not even study music. They just know how to sing. But anyway, that's not the case. So after some talks, I was like, okay, I can compromise. Let me do something. Next best thing. I was like, okay, let me study business. Since I'm good at that already in school. So let me study business. And then all of a sudden, one day, she was like, no, that was supposed to... This was after I'm meeting Waeko. She was like, no, that I have to study medicine. That I'll write GCE. I said, where is all this from? I was like, I was just on my own. Next thing was now I should study medicine or optometry, and then I should write GCE and write science subjects. I was like, I'm not even good at science, so I'm going to fail. So what's the point? What's the point?
Hey, God,
like this thing went like literally. I cried and cried and I was like, but she said she wants to study music. I chose another thing. Now you're telling me medicine.
In all fairness, with your glasses and your spectacles, you kind of do look like a doctor.
That's what people say, but it's not by that.
Emeka, keep quiet. Your own glasses say you look like a professor. The professor, you look like the person that does lecture in. Calm down.
Hey, God, I don't swap out.
Calm down.
Say it's the person that does
I should make I clear them because you don't do like say your own glasses no dey there.
Yeah. It's just like that whole controlling. Maybe let's say now I wake up even today. Let's say I wake up today and I say I want to travel abroad. Maybe. And then my mom will be like, no, don't travel abroad. And she wants you to do that thing, she said.
Exactly. Apart from the controlling aspect, right? The paranoia for me, like, I don't know why they're so afraid of anything that involves night time.
In all fairness, no. No, I like no. In all fairness, you see that fear of the night time. Nigeria, let me not lie, is valid.
Can I give an
Because
example?
I've seen a story recently when I came to Abuja where somebody went out in the night with his friends
Can I give
and
an
got
example?
killed
Can I give an
by
example?
his friends.
Can I give an example? Can I give an example? There is a shop not far from my house, or not far from our former house. That shop was literally less than a 2 minutes walk from the house. There was one evening, I can't forget, my mom wanted to eat food, and then the water wasn't cold because there was no light. So I was like, oh, let me go to this woman's shop and buy like cool water or Sprite or something. And so he's already like, that was like around past 7, like it's already late. Like, what if something happens to you when you're going to a shop that's like this? That's not less than 2 minutes away with leg, not even car. But this woman can allow me go out by 12 if it's church.
But there's a difference. You know, say miracle not the tire Jesus, and temptation not the tire Satan. So if you go outside now. No,
I think it's coupled with the fact that Nigeria is not safe. But then again, let me say something. I feel like some Nigerian parents, that's not the mentality. It's not because of security. Sometimes it's because they feel like people that go out at night are wayward.
In all fairness, what are you looking for outside in the middle of the night when you're not a witch?
Please.
Are you a witch?
Have you? No, see it. Let me tell you something. Like now,
Chigo, are you a witch?
Hold on.
Are you a witch?
Living this Abuja.
Which are you?
Calm down.
You a witch?
I'm not.
You witcher?
Living in Abuja.
Okay.
I've noticed that the fun starts at night, and it's not like wayward fun. It's just fun.
It's just fun. Literally just fun.
Because that's when everybody has time to go out.
Exactly. Like see someone like
I can't relate to this.
No wait, now someone like me, I close from work around like 7, 8. I might choose to like have dinner before I go home. That's just like a normal thing. It's not like me being wayward or me going to the club or something. Like that's just me. Like
that's where you have the time to do what to do.
Okay. Please, I personally, we are 2 in my mother's house. We are 2 in my mother's hand. I personally recommend that we go home on time so that the spirit of the outside does not see me. Me, I'm not like I like obviously there's times where you have to go out and have fun at night, but I just like just go home. Nigeria is not safe. I'm sorry, just be in your house. I feel another issue I want to actually talk about is, you know how Nigerian parents like overemphasize gender roles, where like when your mother is cooking, they're like, oh, why are you not in the kitchen with your mother?
See,
but
if we get to
they
this
go
particular
like boys
segment of this topic
and allow the boys to
exact. Oh God!
See, I won't lie to you, right? I'm a guy, and okay, you know how the house in the village is, right?
Yeah.
Where one girl can cook for literally 10 to 20 people all day. This is not a joke, and I actually feel bad because I'm actually eating the food, I'm enjoying the food, but then keeping someone in the kitchen for like a whole day doesn't make sense, and then gaslighting them when they be like, oh, I'm tired, or oh, I don't have strength to do this.
Yeah.
Like, oh, are you not a girl? You mean that you go to your husband's house, blah blah blah?
If I
see that
hear that one
that
more
going to
time.
husband's house blackmail. Recently, I've just answering by saying I have no intention of going there. So let's just since I have no plans of going to the husband's house, can I be exempt from the house church? Since I'm learning it from my husband's house, I'm not doing it.
Like literally, they don't teach you how church to like be efficient for yourself. They want
my own is like
it's surrounded like around a man.
Exactly.
Like,
cooking, to me, I treat cooking as a like survival skill. Cleaning is a survival skill. Learning how to all these things to me are survival skills. There's no reason for me to know how to do it, and this other person does not know how to do it because he has a penis. Excuse me. So he's ready to come and marry me, and I'll come and be doing it for him. You're gonna die of hunger. I promise you that. Because me, I know how to fix the generator. I can fix I can do like normal things. I can do things that boys are supposed to put on clothes to do.
Exactly.
So you now don't know how to cook. You will sit down and go and cook indomie and come outside and eat alone. You will sit and be looking at me. Me, I'm not prepared.
Anybody that can cook indomie is like, are you sure you're even a human being? I mean, come on, it's not that hard.
You will sit there. I will make you pop one portion and come out. You will sit down and be watching me.
No, that's wickedness.
That's not wickedness. Where were you when your mates were learning how to cook?
Nkobi is not like cooking jollof rice or something, no.
Nkobi is like cooking jollof rice.
And what is it with Nigerian parents about like with this is for the girls, Sha, with like saying you must have more than up to 4 children. Have you noticed that? Like they're always like you say you want to have 1 or 2, marry now. It's too small.
Man, you
It's not
can't.
me that is going to carry the children.
Babe, personally, my mom doesn't have like any problems with number of children you have. I think my mother's one is please just be healthy and happy. I don't even think my mom is big on like getting married per se like that. She doesn't talk about it as much as she talks about, getting a job and doing better for yourself in general. And my mom's side of the family, they don't talk about that a lot. So I'm very lucky in that aspect. There's no pressure to get married on my mom's side. On my father's side, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I know what annoys me the most. They have contributed the least to my life. Compared to my mom's side, they are like completely invested, picking us up from school, taking us to school, like the full 9 years, checking results, helping us take the whole thing. My father's side, that they used to raise their hand on the ceiling and be walking. They are the ones that are like, oh, you will not marry? Come and see the list. It's 4 pages. I recently saw the list for getting married in my village, and it's like almost 9 pages. I was like, best of luck to the people that are getting married and buying the things on the list. Nothing concerns me on inside anyways. Because it's the people that don't have, that haven't invested in your life, that care about all these superficial achievements, getting married, how many kids you have. To me, all these things are very superficial. My mom's side of the family, they're just like, are you happy? I hope you're happy. I hope you're doing okay. Are you good? Are you good mentally? That's the kind of thing that I like to hear. So my people that are looking for who will get married, Emeka is available to get married, guys.
Yeah,
6'6".
6'6".
I can tell you categorically that this one is not ready to get married.
Excuse me, calm down. I'm selling breakfast.
Don't spoil my party now.
I'm selling breakfast.
Nigeria breakfast,
chocolate breakfast
from the Eastern Part,
akara with pap.
Yes,
on Saturday morning breakfast, guys.
Eastern with a sort of Canada, please. Don't forget.
Exactly, he has Canadian passport too.
Oh, he does.
He has Canadian passport. So let me sell him a Canadian citizen.
America, come and fly us out, sir.
Us, please. I reject. I rebuke.
In these trenches, okay.
You're always claiming trenches. This guy.
I told you came up
you
from
claim
the streets.
trenches. You claim Asorok and claim trenches too.
Emeka came to my house and said he doesn't eat eba with hand because what? He's not a trenches child. He eats with fork and knife.
And then we were watching Gangs of Lagos, and this guy came and said that this way he was in the trenches.
He's from the street. Mind you, this man has Canadian citizen. He does not know the color of the street, guys.
Guys, come on. I didn't choose the streets. The streets chose me. I was on my own, and they drew me into that lifestyle.
In a completely unrelated topic, Emeka, you know that with your body count, it's possible that you have slept with your wife's sister. Depending on marriage, it's possible that you have slept with her sister. In an unrelated, it's just not. I just thought about it.
With my body count of 0.
Emeka.
Or which other body count?
You want to go to the fire?
Please, let's not debate. Let's not debate on body count.
Okay. Can I ask you guys a question? Can I ask a very random question?
Yeah.
Do you think that you can ever tell, your mom or your dad that you have a boyfriend?
Never.
At any point in your life, whether you are.
I can tell my mom now, but
my father will find out that I have a boyfriend the day that the man is coming to pay my bride price. My mother will find out that I have a boyfriend the day that they're coming to collect the list for my hand in marriage. I'm not interested in introducing anybody to anybody.
Actually, I can tell my mom now.
I'm too flaky for that. My mother will meet 12 boyfriends.
But before, maybe when I was in secondary school, obviously, or my first year, second year university, I couldn't tell my mom directly that okay, I have it. Except maybe she sees a guy around me, she's always seeing a guy around me. She'll be like, that's your friend. She'll be calling him she knows though.
Yeah, she knows your boyfriend now,
but she will not
say anything.
Yeah.
My mother, I cannot. You know my mother. You said that you're asking me. All of you that are asking this because you are aware of my mother. I can't tell my mother.
Mrs. Njoku, we cannot do that. Even me, I can't even tell her.
My mother will find out of my boyfriend. I will just bring the man and say, Mommy, this man saw me on the road. And say he wants to marry me. I've investigated his household. He said he wants to come and collect this to come and marry me. That's how I introduced my boyfriend to my mother. That's the pattern. So I will not introduce anybody that I'm not prepared to marry the next morning to my mother.
Emeka, can you tell your dad or your mom that
I can't do it. Even till now, I can't even do it. And the reason why I asked for it, because my younger brother, my last one, I can't forget, he was in secondary school. And then he now went to my home that, his girlfriend's birthday is coming up. I see me thinking this woman will be like, when do you get a girlfriend? Before you know, she started asking, okay, what do you think she will like? Will she like jewelry? I was like, hey, in this same household, in this house,
child.
Like,
They use it to test.
I want to be this man bought this girl like a watch, I think earrings, and then something else. Meanwhile,
If it's like that, then you can tell her now. It's better by your girlfriend.
I knew how it was when I was growing up now.
But that's different now. She has changed. She has seen the lights now.
And now you are old though. You are an old man,
has helped her
so
to see the
they're supposed to
lights.
even be looking at you to get married. I know the first born,
Nope.
first son.
Nope.
At all.
My older brother is in his 30s.
You are saying he's 30 like as if he's 37.
No, he's
Please
turning.
be selfish.
He's turning 31.
So it's not in his 30s as by his old.
Okay,
But
sorry.
in all fairness, though, this and you got the though.
Oh God, he has a babe.
That what
He has
happened?
a babe.
Yes, now.
Okay.
Wait,
Babe,
what are you doing?
Nothing is happening, Chigo.
She-
If I play,
She's trying to set you up. She's trying to set you
if
up.
I didn't love is blind. Or not? Hey God. Anyway.
Anywho, I feel like we've covered most of it, some of it. Obviously, I don't think we talked about like the unreasonable expectations Nigerian parents have for their children. They expect you to be the only person coming first in your class.
We did talk about that though, a little.
Yeah, sure.
Indirectly.
You're even going too far, Steph. What about like if you're studying a course that's not like law, engineering, medicine, or like one of those other courses that have like big titles, right? Trust me, your parents like they'll be happy that you went to school, but then to them it's like, what a waste of my money for like the last 4 or 5 years. Imagine if you had read
They
law.
will call me Papa Lawyer.
Exactly. Doctor.
Exactly.
My mom still does that though. She still says, if you had studied medicine now, she be what?
Let me give you the hack. Go and get a doctorate degree. That will end all the.
And you know the funny thing about
doctorate
this
with
thing?
MBA. You rest.
You know the funny thing about this whole medicine thing that she's doing, because I would have gone to study that medicine and I'll still be in school till now. And even in 2026, I'll still be in school.
And for someone like your mom that wants you to get married as soon as yesterday, by the time you finish university, you'll probably be like in your 30s. Then you will not come up.
And something I want to do was like not to marry when I'm still in school.
So, Chigo, am I hearing wedding bells soon? What's happening now? I thought we had plans.
We had
what plans, Emeka?
Like I said, the Ashawo is displaying itself on this one.
First of all, there are no wedding bells yet. But I'm saying, like I said, I was not going to marry while in school. So let's just say I studied that medicine so that you say like 12 years or so.
Jesus.
I'm telling you. I was talking to somebody who's a doctor. I asked him like, when did you get into uni? Like to study. He said he got into uni in I think 16 or 17. My people in Jesus Christ. This person is 28 doing residency. Not residency. What do you call it? Housemanship. Sorry. This person is 28 doing what? Housemanship.
Joshua, that is 30. What? 31.
Joshua has been in med school. Has been doing medicine since before me and Chigo entered year 1. He's still there. Come out finally.
Yeah, I think he just finished housemanship, but he's about to finish.
Praise the Lord Jesus.
31 years.
I'm thank God for his life.
He entered when he was 18.
18, 31.
Jesus.
Like I said, study medicine in Nigeria at your own risk. The hack is to do 4-year course, do a master's, and then go and do a doctorate. If you add all of them together, it will not reach 10 years. I promise you.
Exactly.
That's for people that plan to do master and doctorate. As for me, anything school, I'm done for now until maybe when my brain has cooled down.
Tech CEO doing, you know?
He doesn't need this shit.
He doesn't need that.
He's on his Elon Musk shit. Yeah.
He's gonna be employing.
Come and give us your ATM card. Let's go and do something.
Is this playing? I don't know.
Bring your ATM. Want to check something outside? It's not like we're buying anything. What's the pin?
Sorry?
The pin of the ATM. Now, want to check something? We're not. Chill, are you buying anything?
Sorry?
Are you buying anything with the ATM?
No.
It's just to check.
Why would I?
Sorry?
Want to check something?
Check what?
I just
Want to check something.
Check what?
Want to check. You know that's a hard ATM.
Yeah, okay.
Want to check
if
it's working.
Oh, wow. No, me too. I want to check it too, but you know, like the part that reads the chip on my ATM is broken actually. So
you used it to pay for something just now, Mr. Hademeka. It's not broken.
No, it is.
It's not. Even paid in Halima Plaza, it's not broken.
It wasn't the same ATM. I think I left it in Sahad. We have to go back and get it. And you know it might not be there again because I left it there. So Come on.
So you left
By the
your
way, this is
ATM
the
there. You're
person you
sitting
people
down here
want to marry.
chilling.
Emeka, this is the person that you want to marry. Emeka is a liar, lying for free, for no blood.
And you're here chilling. Instead of me to run across you.
I told you the only person I'm marrying is Chigo and Yoma. That's all.
And you said and.
Deny me
I'm
now.
not going to put my name.
Deny me forever.
It's never happened. Anywho, thank you so much for coming on our podcast. You are an odd delight.
Well, I was at least. I'm glad to be here, Chigo. I came because of you, Ihoma. Fuck you, and
Wow.
I hope we do this again soon.
On my own podcast.
Can you imagine?
Fuck me.
Yeah.
My podcast.
Yeah.
My podcast.
Yes.
That has my name on the banner. Odemma. Anywho, Sha, thank you for coming. Your wisdom is not wisdom, but we managed it.
Hey, Chineke. Anyway, please, if you have like any input on your experience in the Nigerian parenting system while growing up, or now that you're an adult, please feel free to comment, down below.
And then please tell us like your worst experience with the experience that you had with your parents that made you think, yeah, I'm adopted, or I will speak from the dustbin. Please just let us know. You can put that in the comment section. You can tag us on Twitter, on Instagram. You can follow us on social media. And Chugo, what's our social media handle?
For Instagram, Unseriously Speaking Pod. And for Twitter, Unseriously Speak.
And you can follow me on social media at Ihoma with 2 A's _N on all social media platforms.
And you can follow me at Chigolari on all social media platforms. And please also subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our video for more visibility, and comment your thoughts down below.
And also, please let me plug myself. If you're a sugar mommy in Abuja, please follow me for evangelism classes. Not for anything immoral. Evangelism classes.
What's your social media? Drop it.
_Goof Daddy on Instagram, Dark Vader on Twitter, and then Sugar Boy in real life. Thank you.
Hey.
Best of luck to the person that is marrying Emeka.
I'm God focused. I said evangelism classes. Hit me up.
Anyways,
hit him up. Please.
Feel free to hit him up, especially if you have money, because it will.
Like if you really want evangelism classes, do not.
Anyhow, this has been amazing. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Yeah, subscribe, like, share. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.